Amun. Alright. SHU AMUN RA. Good evening. Part 2 of it's not a class. It's not a, this is a message that I'm sending out to the gods and the goddesses out there. Before I get into it, I gotta break it down, because if you don't let people know exactly the focal point or what you're doing and how you're saying it and who you are, it's easy to be misconstrued. Trust me. Let's break it down. I'm not your pastor. I'm not your preacher. I'm not your deacon. I'm not your minister. I'm not your archaeologist. I'm not your scientist. I'm not your social studies. I'm not a mathematician. Not your archaeologist or astronomer. I'm not no scholar. I'm not a scholar. Understand, I'm just the messenger. My own opinions from reading books, from studying my own research. And I tell you, and I'll say it again, I don't need you following me. If you follow, it's on your own accords. But if you do follow, research. Do your research, cross-reference. Because my whole object is to put the information out there. This is why I tell y'all, I don't need your money. I don't need your money. I ain't asking you for nothing. I ain't asking you to follow me in any views. But what if you can hear my message and you take that and you use it to grow with it? I am so proud. But this section of this message is going to be about people who's weak. When I say weak doesn't mean muscles. I mean weak in the mind. Now I'm about to break this down to you, and y'all not gonna like it. It's not to hurt your feelings. This is called constructive discipline. You hear me now? Constructive discipline. You hear me now? All right now. When people are on social media and they see crime happening to a group of people or one individual, and they begin to say, share this video, we need to catch this person or these people. It might not be in your neighborhood. It might not be in your town. It might not be in your city. It might not be in your state. It might not be in your country. But they're telling you to share because they don't know where these people are at. But if you know this person, call the proper authorities. Now, we've got people, and it's not a great percentage, that don't understand, or better yet, they allow their emotions to become so struck they can't even control what comes out their mouth. Now, what I mean by the last couple of weeks, we had pedophile people walking among us. Now, I got 4 daughters. But there's other people that got children as well. When we get a video or a story and someone says, pass the information because somebody's child was being molested, and you choose to not to pass the story around, to catch that fool, he or she, you just as guilty. You don't even know it. It's just like if somebody did a crime right in front of you and you could have saved that person's life by opening your mouth and you turned around and you walked away. You just as guilty. Some of you got so struck out of control. You talking about somebody's passing videos of people being pedophile. They was passing the videos so they could catch this fool. That happened to be a man. A black man. With a black child. You ain't got time to be sensitive. You got to react. And so many people reacted. Gods, goddesses, kings, queens, brothers, and sisters, they acted so quickly. They caught this fool. Oh, we already know what he gonna go through when he get to prison, if he makes it. But the whole concept is that we save lives. You say you love your black race. You say you love your melanin race, but you ain't got the stomach to see if the child, you might know the child. What if the child was right next door to you? And you're gonna sit there and say, oh, I can't look at that. That's pornographic. What kind of black man or black woman are you? You turn your head away to see, so you can't see the fucking thing is going on. Well, let me give you an illustration what's really going on. See, if you ain't no police officer, if you ain't no fireman, if you're not a counselor, if you don't work for ECW and BCW, the people who go to child care and come to these people's homes to see if any harm is done, violence is done to the children, you don't know what it's like. And if you ain't got no kids, you don't know what it's like. But one thing that makes me think about people act like that, either something happened to them when they was younger. And if it did, I apologize. Because I know it's a horrible, horrible thing. But you as an adult must rise to the occasion. You must rise to the occasion to help the next man and woman and their child. You don't get on there talking about somebody spreading the porn. They only spread it because they were told to. Then you get these black people who come on there, supposed to be conscious-minded, supposed to be loving their people. They don't understand people are spreading the information because it's been spreading viral. Because they spread it viral, it's to catch the fool. So it ain't gonna stop until more information about the issue of the problem or the crime, which was a horrific crime, is told. The guy got caught. Then once that was passed along, that idiot got caught, everybody stopped sending up the video. Not because, oh, you need to stop putting the video out. Do you know the person got caught? You know what city, what state, what country? Do you? You is guilty as charged when you refuse to help I turn my back against you. I turn my back against you. I turn my back against you. I don't even want to look at you. I don't want to look at you. You're selfish. You allow your emotions to get the best of you. You allow your emotions to take you to a place instead of standing your ground and believe in what you believe in and fight for the innocent. I turn my back, take my back, take my back. You take my back. Sitting up there, why is this? That child is now safe because somebody recognized the child, you idiot. I turn my back on you. I have took people off of my Facebook page and every other thing I could think of because that showed a lack of character. I don't give a damn who you are. If somebody's child is in trouble and somebody states, pass this information, we need help, you don't go, I can't deal with that. That's too much for me. Then you're not who you think you is. So it ain't about just reading history. This is why I tell everybody, you're not what you think you are. You have not stepped in the world of the spiritual conception of life. You ain't prepared to stand on your own. You ain't prepared to be ridiculed. You ain't prepared to go through this thin line. You're not. I know I've been there and done that. When people misconstrue you and then try to crucify you, I've been there and done that. Because our people have shown fear throughout the generation. They don't want to get involved. They don't want to get their hands dirty. Keep your black behind away from me. You get my back. I'm not playing with you. You get my back. See, I'm not into religion and other things like that. I'm into the spirituality conception of the pureness, that nature itself, that the creator, the almighty creator of the universe, the creator that created this third rock to the sun that sits in the middle of our universe, that the sun has life, that gives off life. The sun protects us because it gives us life. And you people want to sit out there and talk about, oh, I got an issue about that. Issue? You people better wake up. That's why I took y'all off my Facebook page. I took a lot of you off. Because you ain't really willing to help your neighbor. You're not really willing to help somebody you don't know. You're not willing to get your hands dirty to help. Nah, I realize that now. I realize that. You all for self. You are for self. You ain't trying to help nobody no kind of way. I've seen it on Facebook. Clear cut and dry. Even on YouTube. You got people who sit up there and watch people channels and don't want to give no kind of contribution to help, but they got Black 102 News, Baba TV. They got so many different Black News TV, and they ask you for contributions, and you cheap asses don't want to put no contribution in nothing. My credentials on YouTube. What's the difference? You giving a tithe to church. You don't know these people in church. You ain't gonna even go up to the reverend, the minister, the preacher, the pastor. You gonna go up to them and have a decent conversation. Most of you just gonna go in here, sit in church, get your thrills and spills, and then turn around and say, "Oh, that was a good sermon," and walk out the door. Who you fooling? Who you fooling? You know what you're gonna do. You know what you're gonna do. You walk out of church, you go, "I feel good, and I feel real revived." And I'm not knocking you because that's what you want to do. But when people out here making a contribution of bringing news to you that you're not going to get it correctly from the masses, or people is trying to give you information in history, you know what I mean? I love these cards. Black people who's trying to make a difference, and you don't want to donate? You get mad because you see in the certain communities, they're going to argue, they have arguments. People have arguments all the time. Excuse me. People have arguments all the time. You got to come to reality, man. It's called different opinions and different ideas. And when these things clash, they will. It's going to happen. It's how it's going to be dealt with and respected, and how it's going to be dealt with, of how quickly it's going to be cleaned up. Sometimes it might be cleaned up quick. Sometimes it might take a little while. And people get insulted. People say some nasty things. But that doesn't mean that as a whole, the community has to suffer. Then you're looking at the whole thing wrong. These brothers and sisters that's giving out different information and giving out history, it's not doing it for just themselves. They get it for you to learn and educate yourself. Educate yourself so you can reconstruct your mind and how you see things and how you view things. This is what you're supposed to do. You don't take the education and information that they give you, documentary, letters, words, books, and also their own opinions, and give you this information, and you decide, well, I'm going to put it on a pedestal. You're going to put it on a pedestal for what? So you can get a chance to knock the legs off the pedestal, and then when they fall, you could judge them, prejudge, and sit there and have all kinds of ridicules, and you believe you got all the answers. All these people are still beings. The mind is still corrupted. The Willie Lynch. The making of a slave. The mind is still corrupted. But you think you escaped this? This is in your DNA. But it takes a mature person to slowly reconstruct yourself and have confidence in yourself and become powerful within yourself. And then you can break the curse of the Willie Lynch. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You think because you begin to study history, that's gonna help you? It takes time to reconstruct the way you think it. It takes time because you're dealing with massive issues always around you, constantly. And remember, from the first video. You living in a system of things constantly. If you watching TV, if you using any materials that the system created, supposed to make a better life easier, you part of the system. You think because you got your own business going on, wait, who do you think is manufacturing this business? How is it getting it back to its destination around the world, depending on where you live at? You don't own no boats. You don't own no containers. You don't own none of that shipment and handling. And if you go through UPS, that's part of the system of things. FedEx, system of things. UPS, system of things. Do you have an African carrier that's going to bring this stuff over and bring it to your house direct? Who we fooling? Who we fooling? I'm going to be on the real. Some of you, you don't need to be in this. Be in this world right here. I mean, you want to be in this world, but you haven't learned to give up the worldly things to become a new creation. You have not want to give these things up. You want to walk the path, and you want to, okay, I could read it. I could watch the videos or documentaries, but I'm going to continue on participating in the worldly things. That's what you do. I'm not saying don't do it, but be careful, because it's easy for somebody to point the finger at you and what you're not doing correctly. It's a genuine fact, brothers and sisters. It's a genuine fact. And you can quote scriptures all you want to justify why you're using the worldly things. Nah, you're just as guilty. So, I've turned my back on a lot of people because I don't have to hold my hand. I mean, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. You just chose the wrong side. And for me, that was my last straw. I'm not dealing with people who's not mentally, psychologically strong. When we have to, get our hands dirty, per se, and help somebody else, and help them to free their mind from any horror, and you choose to go, that's too much for me, then that's basically my point. Why act like you so-called brotherly love or sisterly love when you ain't prepared to get your hands dirty? And then for you other sick individuals who talking about who's passing this video and that video, and then I seen a video today, they sharing a video over and over and over, that a black man in West Africa, they were burning his ass because what he didn't believe. Alive. This is today. They burned him. And making sure he stay in the pit. Making sure. They're making sure that the man stayed in the pit. Now, that was fine to watch a man burn alive, right? To be burnt alive. That's fine. That's real fine that we can watch this black man from West Africa and the village people kept him in the pit and burnt him alive. So we're just going to watch that all over again, and that's fine because he did something wrong. See, You choose and decide what you want to watch and what you don't want to watch. That's that bull crap. See, because if you go watch a man being burned alive and you watch his skin being melted off his face and he's hollering. See, that finger could be pointed at you. That finger could be pointed at you. You a goddamn hypocrite. So you gonna decide what's worse than what's worse than other things? Huh? I thought the Bible said all sin was equal. Not one is greater than the other, except the only one sin, the sin of taking your own life. The Quran says the same. You're not supposed to kill, steal, fornicate, lie on your neighbors, huh? Have sex with your neighbor's wife. You ain't supposed to be doing these things. Oh, but it's fine, because it's not as powerful as taking someone's life. It's fine, because it's not as powerful as you raping somebody's daughter. Huh? All sin is equal, according to religion. But the natural way of life, that motherfucker, excuse my language, touch your children, you have the right of the law of the human nature of life to take his life. Snatch it. You're supposed to go by the law. Let me tell you what the law have done. Well, it helps to a degree, but you as a man, your child, your children is supposed to be protected by you. And you supposed to take life when they're trying to take life from your bloodline. That's a fact. Go live in the jungle and find out. Go to the remote islands and find out. So you don't want to know the truth. There ain't such thing as what you cannot take, what you cannot see. If another man needs your help, you help him. Be proud that you helped him. You gonna talk about I'm pro-black. Y'all not pro-black. And don't get it twisted with me. I'm into the spiritual conception. You see me wear my garments and my jewelry is because I understand the symbols. And the symbols and what it means, brothers and sisters, gods and goddesses. Don't get it twisted. I'm not religious in any form or shape. But I'll say it to you again. I will read the Bible, study the Bible, because I have a Christian background. Real talk. But once you understand the Creator, that all things considered, all things natural considered, the natural way of life, man-made religion, and formed this box and created different laws. He created these different laws to help keep things civilized. But sometimes it don't work. Just like those people in West Africa burned that man alive. Was it according to the religion's belief? Or was it spiritual belief? Or was it because you wasn't supposed to do what you were supposed to do, so you don't belong on this earth? Death comes upon you. I'm SHU AMUN RA, excuse me. SHU AMUN RA. S-H-U, SHU AMUN RA. Part 3 is coming up. Certain things need to be told correctly. Because some of y'all, I don't know, too skittish.